What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another live trading session. Today is Monday, 16th of March 2026, and it's currently 1:35. Funny story, I started the live and I started recording and I forgot to put a mic on. I'm used to having my mic plugged, but anyways, we're here. Let me show you the views. We're on the 24th floor in the south of England. Just look at this beauty of a view. I don't know if it's clear enough because I'm on my Mac camera, but amazing. And to do our scouting work, sit right here and watch the lads play some football. And yeah, it's beautiful views, something to use as an inspiration and to start our day and trading day. Anyways, bro, my god, okay, so I went over daily bias and I was bullish on the day, obviously, because okay, so let's go over it again. So I was bullish coming into the day. I was bullish because we had this 4 hour on top that we have this 4 hour inverse Fibonacci gap that we just we have this 4 hour bearish Fibonacci gap that we inversed, and then we had these two 1 hour on top Fibonacci gaps. Apparently we just retested into this one and not the other, just because of how bullish we've been, got CRSD and just went higher, very obviously disrespecting bearish, respecting bullish, and then market opened lower into this 1 hour Fibonacci gap, just beautiful open, and then got this 1 minute that was kind of scuffed. I didn't really like. I was forward testing it and delivering off to the highs, and at the highs we have this beautiful, lovely daily untapped. And bro, so this is like what, the first daily since 13th of Feb, so for a month we haven't had a non-top daily Fibonacci gap. Just look at the chop. Last one we had was a month ago, literally. So as I said, coming into today I'm bullish. What I'm expecting is just something very clear, which is open up this 5 minute Fibonacci gap, retest that 5 minute Fibonacci gap, and then just take longs off of it. Continuation longs, simple, clean, easy. Hey everyone, from the future. Hope you're enjoying the video, but just on a quick side note, I wanted to mention something very quick, is that all those videos of live trading sessions that I do are raw, uncut, just literally posted as they're recorded. But today's video is 45 plus minutes and I don't think you do want to see that. So I did multiple cuts on the most important and most valuable parts. Hope you enjoy, hope you learned something. We just tapped into this and then I talked about why this setup isn't a setup I would really take. First of all, because I didn't really like the leg that we had. So like we opened the gap before manipulating, so this is number one. And then number two, just the fact that it's at open, first 2 minutes of the day, first 2 minutes of the week. So didn't really like it. I always like to fade those setups, especially because they're not as high probability as you expect them to be, even though we're bullish, even though everything's right. But sometimes not every textbook version is gonna play out, and this is how you fade those. So yeah, again, I'm so tired. What the fuck? Again, open up this 5 minute Fibonacci gap, and then off of this 5 minute Fibonacci gap, get rebalance and potentially see higher. I don't think we have anything that could potentially eject us, except this low, this high. But other than that, I think we're good. So yep, and updates on the accounts. I'm trading 500k lucids, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds for this 5 minute to open. Then this will obviously be my condition. If we manage to hold, then I would want to see higher. If not, then think we could see the lows again, but we'll see. This is a very nice condition to have coming off of open. So that's the kind of first 30 seconds that we open up before the whole move, and we have a beautiful, oh my god, so it's amazing. It is actually amazing. Break even is kind of early. I think I'm gonna try this 750s and then 1.5%. I think I'm gonna try this on one contract just right here. My fill is super late. Oh my god. It's fine though. I'm gonna have to go break even. I'm gonna have to go break even. Very early break even. I can't Got an insane fill, bro. It's kind of my bad as well. Um, yep, and I think we're out on BE. Yeah, we're out. Break even. And this is something that I explained, by the way, in the mentorship and the free bootcamp that we have. When we inverse a fair value gap and then start seeing a move through it, if we sweep the last high that we made, or if you want the break even, or the intermediate internal liquidity if you want, or the intermediate high if you want, whatever you want to call it, if we sweep it before the inversion, then I think it would invalidate the setup, just because the sweep of that before the inversion would make it like, okay, we swept internal liquidity, so we could reject. And why would you take it if we swept internal liquidity and your break even is no longer there? So like, where would you break even the last time that we made? We potentially will not see it again if market just wants to chop around, you know. So this is kind of a rule that I have, that if we close under, yes, I'm taking the setup, and no matter where I enter, I'm just gonna go and move my stops to break even as soon as we sweep it, just because don't want to get this, you know. Like, because imagine, bro, I took this setup right here and then my stop would be here. I'm in this setup forever waiting for just something clear to happen. So no, thank you, I'm out. Break even. If it gives me an entry again, I'll enter, I'll re-enter again. It should be very clear. If not, then just break even day for me. PNL is right there, as you can see. And yeah, bro, that's literally it. Finally, some movement. ES tapped into this 15 minutes fair value gap that I had set as an alert, and it has another 15 minute that's going towards. I wouldn't mind rebalancing that lower 15 minute because it's a 5 minute as well. But let's see, and Q isn't necessarily delivering off of anything, no specific highs or lows, which I don't really like, considering that I always want to see us deliver from somewhere, and I don't really rely on ES so much. So what I do want to see is us trade back into this low, which is inside a fair value gap, and reject off of this low, and then what the fuck, and then potentially see higher daily, maybe these highs, maybe something clear. Don't really like what I'm saying, because NQ isn't delivering off of anything. It's just off of hopes and dreams, if you want. Just because there's no 5, as you can see, super scuffed leg. No 15, as you can see, super scuffed leg again, and this is not a 15 minute. 1 hour just closed, so our only hope is literally this intermediate low if we want to take something to the daily. And I really like today, just because I think that levels are super high probability, daily boy is super clear, so hopefully we can get something. If not, then I will not take anything and just call it a day with that one setup taken. But yeah, hopefully we can see that 5 minute intermediate low, which is a low inside a higher time frame gap, which are very valid drawn liquidity sweeps. And then let's see where ES is at the time being. Okay, ES is close to sweeping these lows, kind of the same. So yeah, I'll wait. If we want to see 9:30 AM as well, I wouldn't mind, just because we're chopping around, so going down, sweeping that 1 hour intermediate low would mean that, okay, yeah, we're delivering off something, we can potentially go higher and, you know, like hit full TP. We'll see that we're opening up 5 minutes here that can be potentially targeted, which is very nice to see. Finally, some movement, we can say. Yep, let's see. So we opened up a 1 minute. We're inversing this 1 minute after we swept liquidity inside the higher time frame gap, and then oh my god, this is a setup. And then we're getting that move into the 5 minute, which is insane, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, and RTP would be we'd set it. So okay, so I'm entering this 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, and I'm in right here. I'm not gonna be late on the entry this time. Shit, I got a shit fill, but anyways, it's fine. Do I get a 1-to-1 from here? If I go stop here, TP here. Yup, exactly a 1-to-1. I'm in this. I think I'm gonna go break even on this intermediate high that we have right here. It's just a 1 minute intermediate high. Because I feel like this 1 minute intermediate high would, if it wants to, would reject us. and just push us lower. But yeah, this is my thought process behind the setup. Yeah, stopped into the 15-minute fair value gap, and Q swept liquidity inside the 5-minute gap. We got a 1-minute inversion off of it, and all I want to see is just a move up into this 5-minute gap, and hopefully we can get it. This looks very nice. This looks very clear. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. And if we get stopped out, bro, this is just part of the plan. We took our trade today, and we're done. But yeah, just a sweep inside the 5-minute, what I wanted to see, and then move into the highs. This could be our setup. If not, it's just love, and we're done. We're gonna have a 5-minute at our entry in a minute and a half. It doesn't look too good. I think we're gonna get stopped out very soon. And if not, I'm just gonna go break even at this 5-minute. But I think we're gonna get stopped out. It's just not the day for the setup, not the day to trade, and I'm out right here. Nothing I can do. Here's the PNL. I got fucking spanked. So as you can see, that's the PNL for the day. Without $5,582, which is totally fine. Don't give a fuck. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I didn't get. So nothing can be done. I'm actually happy with the execution. Happy that we saw this. I'm bullish on the day. I still think this could play out. I still think this is a stop trade. It's just very unfortunate to see this happening, but it's fine. Who cares? We're done. Gonna journal the setup. And just a quick recap on the day. We tapped into this 5-minute that was literally right here. Got a beautiful 30-second off of it, and I tried this 30-second with a shit fill. And off of that shit fill, I went early break even, got early break even, and then just market decided to chop the whole day. And then we started getting a reaction lower into the lows. What I wanted to see, we swept liquidity inside the higher time frame gap, which is this 5-minute fair value gap. So sweep of liquidity inside this 5-minute fair value gap, and then a move upwards. We got this beautiful 1-minute inversion, and then 5-minute as a target right here, just because I'm bullish, just because I want to have my 1-to-1 and be done for the day. My break even was this 1-minute intermediate high, because if we're gonna reject from somewhere, this is we rejected before to go down and sweep liquidity, so this can potentially be our internal targets. And yeah, that's just it. Gonna call it a day right here, and I'm down 1% on the day on my roasted accounts. So guys, I was journaling my setup and just looking overall at my performance today. As you can see, I'm logged out. I don't want to take anything anymore. But I noticed a few things that I want to mention, I want to talk about, that are very, very important. So about today's performance, as you can see, the setup that I took was, I took a 30-second right here that got break even. But this is the most important one, and this is the one that raised my eyebrows a lot about whatever was happening on the charts. So something really important that I want to talk about and focus on is looking at this setup that I took. 1-minute inversion after a sweep of this 5-minute intermediate low, which is a liquidity inside a 5-minute gap. Something very important that I called in the beginning of the session, and that I talked about, was this hourly buy side. And bro, these levels are super important, because just look how we swept that and then saw this move. And if obviously I didn't see this, like you saw the whole session recorded, I didn't see this during the session, but if I saw this happen during the session, it would have, in my mind, I would have been like, okay, it's not the time for us to be entering the setup right here. It's the time for us to be entering the setup right here. Why? Because there's a lot of levels of liquidity, and to master liquidity and to master like where the market wants to go and where the market wants to move, what you need to know is which low is the highest probability one. Obviously the 5-minute intermediate low was super high probability, but again, the market, and this is something that I explained and I explain every single day, the market moves for levels. So let's say we have this high, we have this low. We go back up, let's say, okay. I'm gonna just explain it in an example like this. So that's the 1 hour fair value gap right here. Okay, and then we tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap, technically rebalanced liquidity, rebalanced orders. Now we go back up, we sweep liquidity. What am I expecting to see next? This low. So normal liquidity concept, I was too taken away by the fact that we had higher liquidity, but we need to rebalance before taking higher liquidity, and this is something very important and something that I didn't notice, to be honest. And this is why I wanted to see the 1 hour intermediate low with the 5 minute. Like, thinking about it now and looking back, I would have wanted to see this move happen after, like, before taking this move. So I would have faded this if I saw the 1 minute. And as you can see, bro, we got an amazing setup off of it, a 30-second double inversion with a 1 minute CISD, and targeted this 5 minute and a 15 minute as well, because 11 opened with it. So look, that's the 15 minute that we targeted with, and that's the 5 minute right here. And the break even could have been, I don't know, probably this high, which was very nice. But yeah, and also the time wasn't the best right here. It's 35, and I don't really like to take anything 30 onwards until at least 10:50, sorry. So this was about today. So guys, my moral of the day and my lesson of the day is very important, which is always be transparent with yourself and always keep yourself accountable, because those are the two most important things when it comes to your trading and when it comes to you improving. And obviously, like, bro, yes, I'm profitable, but I'm not perfect, so I'm obviously gonna make mistakes, obviously not gonna see some setups coming, some setups going. So this is something natural and human, so we always learn and move. And this is something for you guys, that you always need to journal, because look at literally what journaling gave me. That I just not learned, but I just saw something, raised my eyes on something that maybe next time I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna focus more on it. So yeah, always be transparent with yourself, with whoever's around you. It's gonna help you more than it's gonna not help you if you want. Well, anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, drop a comment, and let me know what you want to see next, and if you have any questions, obviously. And yeah, see you guys, have a good one. Bang,